That comes in. Con... He didn't make it to this lobby last week, did he?
No, I spoke to him yesterday though, and he assured me he'd be here.
Yeah.
McLean also.
Friends list is all back to front. But hello everybody, as I've just started streaming as well. Welcome to round 2 of the GTA World Championships hosted by Captain TI19 of 482 Gaming. Hello Captain.
Hello mate, how you doing?
Swimming. So that'd be 6 PM UK third house, or it's 3 AM Sydney. Like I say, I understand that is getting late, that's where there is a space in quarter-final 3.
Yeah, I've just messaged him on there.
And Captain's just sent you a message.
Yeah,
as well.
No one's convincing him. It's
Yeah.
just, it's been his set time for a week. There's not a lot I can do right.
No, I think he now understands that we are trying to sort it out for him the best we can. We're offering him an option. We're not saying you've got to race thingy. We know he can't. He said he can't. We're not saying, well, you're out straight up.
No.
We're trying to offer him an option. If he can't do that, then the likelihood is he'll have to step aside.
Yeah, two is currently full. There's 12 in there. 2 is full. There is a space in 3 and 4.
So the 4 o'clock one as well would be 11. That would be 11 PM Paris third house, 10 PM UK, but that's very early for you in the morning.
He'll try 1 AM. There is no space at 1 AM unless somebody doesn't show up, but I think everyone's going to.
Yeah, that one's full third house. If you're talking about 1 AM Sydney.
Yeah, that one is currently full. However, if he is here at that time and someone doesn't make it, then he can have first refusal.
Yeah. So be online then and be in the chats and we'll try and get that sorted for you. But if not, then your next space available would be quali 3.
Sydney 3 AM is 1 AM for him.
Okay, that might be what he means. Okay, yeah, lovely, so, perfect.
Okay, I'll put him in. He's in there one.
Right, okay, yeah, that's sorted. Third house, your quarter-final 3, lad. Lovely stuff. Glad we got that sorted, mate. And honestly, we really weren't trying to press you into doing the lobby you couldn't do. We took that on the chin and then started trying to find a fix.
Yeah.
I was just being realistic that it's last minute and we might not have been able to do nothing.
Still missing McLean, Colin. Oh, yeah. Well, again, some people missing it is going to be others gain.
Yeah.
Everything still has to be run, so. Some cars. We got Ashafar and the Dinka Jester. I love how it puts its name above the car as well. That's
yeah,
sweet.
I really like it.
Yeah.
There's Mr. Cross the Ewok.
Yeah, in the Zentor.
At the moment, he's got a nice spot guaranteed through to the semis.
Rizza. The bow sheet.
We'll be seeing in a moment unless we see the other 2 people due to show up. We'll have one dropping out and adding a little bit of risk. I apparently now can't come back inside now as swapped player.
Yeah,
oh, there we go. There must be a garage or something. Oh, they're on the test track, okay.
Yeah.
Doesn't let you spectate the test track. That's a bit weird. Someone else is going to the test track, the bastard. They heard me say it. What the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. Hello, Rezkio. How you going, fella, with the moon face? Should be seeing you very nicely through to next weekend, lad. So, Ashfar's here, Cam Hodge, Rizza. Where's Noodle? He can't make it, that's right, he's out. Colin, Third House can't make it. McLean Man, Dreena's here, Debido's here. Zerlak's not. Rezkio, if Zerlak's online and on your friends list, would you send him an invite? He's one I haven't got added yet. And hello, Tom and Mr. Yo11. How you going, fellas? I hope everybody's doing smashing. We're going to be here all day with the GTA World Champs. I'm going to be streaming all 4 lobbies today, offering commentary across them all, and no doubt in it today. No illness been in my way all through the week, making me feel a bit rough under the weather. Managing my eating nicely. And really looking forward to today's action. Is the first lobby contains Rezkio, Ashafar, Cam Hodge, Rizza. Hopefully Colin 43 does show up. Third House has just had to let us know he can't make this one. He's going into quarterfinal 3. We've got McLean Man, Dreamer, Casey, Debido, or AO Debido, Askew, and hopefully Zerlak.
Krusty in as the reserve if Zerlak's not making it on standby.
Well,
here,
Krusty, he's in, isn't he? Because Noodle.
Yeah. So let's start this off.
Krusty is in, and then we've got quarterfinal 2 containing Jojo 3195, Leathercake, Vapors, Raza LD, Revelantis, Chrono Dimension, The Chinaman, Denzil, Ninja Monkey, HZB, Killer, and Happy Live with, again, that is Dublin Wolf as the reserve, with Krusty having already grabbed a spot in this one. We then have quarterfinal 3 with Lazati, the Heredia God, Two-Phase, Parcelius, Official, Muto, It's a Tyrese, Enjoyce, Joey, Joe Jr., Lemonade, DW, Bagwell, Trenta, Lance. Oh, and Third House. And then, quarterfinal 4, Mateus, Anadraps, Luke, Tell Me Builds, Damon, Danny, It's a Lud Gamer, Viking Pro, Lovey. If, again, he has got a bit of doubt whether he can make it. Mr. A-Team James, Hilario, and Tony E1ST, E first. So it's a good stacked lobby. We're starting off within the city, so we have no trouble in case any of the custom tracks trigger the checkpoint glitch that can happen on this track. Very, very wisely spotted there by Rezkio. And gave Captain a nice early shout on that just to get it swapped to position in the playlist.
Cam Hodge.
And Third House admitting it is my stupidity that I now remember that Sydney is 2 hours ahead. Bless you, Third House. Like we say, no worries, lad. You are seeing yourself with a hard qualification though later now. Not gonna lie, Third House. As we can see, we are going to be seeing everybody go on through.
And we're going to have the way it stands, we're going to have a highest points loser, because I'm the 9th and we need 9. So 8 go through here, plus the highest loser from out the other quarterfinals.
Yeah, so there will be top 10 from one of the lobbies. Whoever's got the highest points from the top 10's positions.
Unless Colin comes in halfway through and scores enough points to qualify, which is very possible.
And hello, Pinky.
Okay, well, we're going to have to go with these guys. Zerlak's been invited. I don't think he's going to show. we've got the 5-minute grace period just to allow extra time.
And yep, that's right, Cam, 30 seconds.
We'll give one final look for Colin, and I don't think he's here. Gutniel will not make it, but he's online. I think, yeah, we're going to have to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, playlist is in the city, as you can see. We've got Avon, Ohio, Sweater, Paradise. We've got Bronson. We've got... Oh, written down half the name on that list. Hold on, I need to bring up the actual track names because it doesn't feel right reading out half the names. There we go. That one. So yeah, we have Avon Valley, Ohio Raceway, Sweater Paradise. In the city, which is first up, Angel Bronson. Then we'll have Spinner thrown in the mix. Euro Speedway, Autodrome Mart, Rebel Rally, and Pura Inc. GP. We'll be looking for times from the very list here of around 2:10 to maybe 2:08, and then it could anywhere below the 2:20 is what we're going to be looking for the people a little bit less comfortable with the tracks. I do hope everybody is well. We'll be starting on the 30-second mark. And again, huge good luck. Not that you guys need it today in this session. But good luck for some clean racing. We'll be starting with Rescue. But he's going to pull away. Ashafar coming back in strong, having clipped the curbs. Nice and tidy. Rescue into the tube early, expecting the boost. Wait through the tube exit. See who's where, and then we'll begin to swap back a bit. Riz has had a lovely exit just behind Ashafar. Bit of a slide into that first corner, so we will stick with the front two. Riz just gets a little sideways off the barrier, a little bit risky into, or a little bit harsh off that barrier wall. Of course, the car to tip a little bit. It has allowed Rezko that bit of breathing space. He's got the breathing space back to Ashfar and Ao Debido battling there for third place. Slight advantage for me with it being a slightly limited lobby numbers wise for this. It allows me to warm up properly for the day, not over exert myself too early on, be all burnt out for the second lobby. Nice tube to tube by Rizard, takes it straight down the centre. We see him just easing away there from Ashafar and Debido. Rezkio already heading into the jump through the corner, and he's going to be taking some airtime. Just there he goes.
Terrible.
Got a good advantage. We'll be able to see Rizza if we step back to Ashafar. So we'll go have a little sit there. Car down nicely, chasing the brake boost. Missing the second. Nice and comfortably into the tube. Easy through the corner. Take a little bit of airtime over the grass, but chasing them brake boosts nice and tidily. Heard the squeal. 2:43. That'd be 2:13.2 first lap from Rezkio. 2:18.554 from Rizza. Really, really nice stuff. Guys at the head. We've got Krusty making out the top 5. AO Debido. You can see Ashford just feathering the throttle and easing out slightly. So everybody in this lobby, with there only being the 8 competitors, Luke, will be going through, but it does free up a wild card spot for the high finishing 10th place loser later on in the lobbies that are a bit more full with the 12 races in.
I think we may even see lobby 2 with 13.
Yeah.
And we're going to have to. I think.
Nice and tidy through.
I hate stunts so bad.
But nothing, I don't think, in my view, Luke, nothing should have changed for yourself, lad. There shouldn't be too much risk for yourself tonight, as long as you're decent and clean on the majority. Ashford easing out that middle portion. We are going to head on to Redco. We will have a look at a good clean lap for the final lap, just to show it off. Gab's nice and tidy, chases that and takes that final brake boost just before the tube over the curbs. Tube wall and back down.
I can try it this time.
But yeah, we'll find a way. It will be found a way to balance it. So
yeah, if there's an extra person going into group quarterfinal 2, it's a group 4. It's nobody.
Yeah.
Of group 1, 2, or 3, so it shouldn't trouble the qualifiers anyway.
Front runners, no.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
That's where I do consider you, really, Luke, among the front runners. Just remember to take that pressure off yourself. Do your thing. Let's go easing off that barrier wall, nice and gently. Hello, Chrono, my man. Hope you're doing well, fella. I am looking forward to your rally on Monday night again, and we will have to look at getting a commentary night on that once a month or something as well. If you're up for that, Chrono, lad. Lovely tube entry, nice and high, up on the midpoint of the tube, and then eases back on down. On the brakes, nice and tidy, clipping the curbs on the exit, and the apex of corner before the tube, looping across the boost pads. It's a lovely tube to tube, just sitting above the shadow line here. That's where you will pick up that bigger boost. Oh, Rezkio took a lot of speed. It looked like it was a little bit of lag showing there. Rizza hasn't fallen too far behind at all. Rizza has got the best lap, 2:13.907 to a 2:15.202 moment from Rez. Does look like he's been on a good lap here though. Should see a good bit of improvement. Nice braking point through the corner, nice and tidy. Oh, Rezkio though, really unfortunate, misses the checkpoint. Rizza just far enough back, he's not going to be able to capitalise on it. Rezkio avoids ever so slight bottle, gets away with it, gets himself through the lap, but we won't see any improvement there. Rizza is going to keep best lap. Again, we won't see any improvement there. He lost a little bit of time on the tube entry, I believe. That is the guys that know the stunt tracks a little. Well, Rezkio clearly knows them a bit better. Rez's got a good amount of experience over the past year, here and there, popping onto them, and Ashafar, I know, has been in GOAT in the past. Yeah, that was a bit unlucky, running a bit wide of that. Being a bit too used to them new street races, Rezkio. Them checkpoints are a lot wider. Our stunt checkpoints aren't that good. It didn't cost you the win. Got away with it slightly there. That's unlucky, Cam, man. Now, the stunts do take quite a lot of work to get them cuts clean and stuff like that. And the fact you can fall off the track if you push a bit too hard through some of them corners is big time losses. But you've got plenty of time to get yourself all warmed up into the racing, and you will be seeing yourself qualify through. This is Mid-Ohio Raceway.
Check and see if we have Colin appeared anywhere or McLean. Don't think we do. No. Again, that's their loss.
Just try something. Scooped about bap.
Alright.
Nice, Cam. Could get a best lap. Take a little bit of that stress off from not having the cleanest overall run. We'll be seeing the Emirates run here, and we will be expecting to see times around 1 minute mark.
Yep, minute one.
May see a little lower, we may see touch higher. Then it'll just be easier on to pole position, taking a 30-second wait, getting off to the action. We should see some tighter racing here. No big shortcuts and tube exits to spread the field. Over the curbs, nice and tidy, clipping the brake boost in. Easing over the curbs. Ashfar has had a decent start. Rezkio and Rizza just edged away a little bit. Cam Hodge pushing nice and hard, taking that tube ride nice and clean and getting right up onto the back of Rizza and Rezkio. Cam Hodge up into second place at the moment. Ashfar, what's that time over that section? He's holding fourth place, good and clean here. Rezkio third, Rizza second, and Cam taking a nice lead. Seems to be just pulling away a slight advantage. He's on a track that he can really lay down that speed. Last little bit of feathering, making sure Rez doesn't get a 45 on Bronson. I'm going to be disappointed in him. And Chrono. onto the brakes, so through the corner. Ashfar avoids the wall bash. We see the three ahead as they carried that little bit more speed on the exit. We've got AO Debido really not too far behind. You can see Cam pushing really high up that tube wall. Seems to give him the whip around speed through the corner bit. Rizza and Rizkio holding the pace a little bit better, managing the speed through the corner a bit cleaner. Just holding position over Cam this time. Cam got very close to that wall, the barrier to get away from the curb. You can see Ashfar using that, putting the bit between his teeth and really closing the gap up significantly here. Using it to spur him on forward. Clipping a brake boost, easing along the track. Clearly closed up on Rezkio and Rizza during that section. We've got best lap so far of 101.333 from Rezkio. Rizza on the 0.6, Ashafar with the 0.440. 101.9 from Dreamer, Captain as well. Times going a little higher as we fall a bit further back. Hello Ventura, my man, I hope you're doing very well. We'll be seeing that man take part in a stunt 2v2v2 some stage of this coming week against the likes of Marine Jack and Luke. His teammate is going to be Mobbin, I believe. And then Alex and Gucci, or Heredia, God and Gucci. Rizza and Rezkio, or Rezkio and Rizza leading the way. Rezkio has improved the best lap to a 1 minute 0.9. Clipping as much curve as he can there. Cam Hodge has got himself back up into fourth, battling with Debido just behind. We'll settle back. A little look at that. Ashvar really handling the spectator pressure nicely there. Able to see that front battle nice and clear ahead. Hello critics, my dude. Cam Hodge takes the wall bash nice and clean, gaining a little bit of a curb boost effect on it. Slide through one of the corners, brake boosting along the straight though. Big one just before the corner, seeing him close up a little bit on Debido there. Best lap back with Rizza at a 1 minute 0.5 at a 6.2. Got 101s, 102s coming in across the board. Nice and clean over the curbs. Easy like Cam ran a little wide there. I was a little worried he wasn't going to collect that checkpoint. Caught it, got away with that touch. And then a little wide there as well, bashing the wall nice and clean though. You can see clearly closing up on AO ahead. Takes the corner a little bit tidier and he's coming back nice and strong. Come on Cam. Don't want to show any favouritism, but I do like to see a good clean lap. Oh, and he just missed a brake boost, unlucky not to take it across the line. No improvements on the best lap there, still with Rizza on the 0.5. Cam handling that really nicely. A bit of a slide, grabbing the traction about time. Riz changed his car, cocky and me shaking my head from Luke. And hello, Silver, how you going, fella? I'm very well, thanks, man. There is Cam picking up a couple of positions. Gone past AO Debido.
Riz just taken first, does he?
It's not
the last corner.
showing that for me.
Rescue just back into first. Yeah, very close finish.
Just, yeah, it didn't quite stop on the leaderboards. It must have been like neck and neck.
Yeah, fuck.
A bit hungover, but should be fine in the next couple of hours. Nice to hear that. Well, not nice to hear you're hungover, but good to hear you'll be fine in the next couple of hours. And it's good to, well, in a way, it is good to hear you were hungover. You are hungover because it likely means you had a good night last night. So you know, it's that swings and roundabout situation. So I'm glad you had a good night last night. A little bit sorry for you that you've got a hangover today, but glad you'll be over it shortly.
Message from Levercate, he may miss it also.
Oof. That would be a little unfortunate.
Yep. Somebody of Levercate's level, I can't just switch with anybody.
Which lobby is Levercate in?
3. No. 2. Next one. The only way I could Levercate could switch is if he switched with either Lizarte,
like...
Redia, Matthias, or Anadraps.
Yeah.
So, if anyone is watching, or Levercate, yeah, you are watching, you can switch, but only with Lizarte, Heredia, Matthias, or Anadraps, if they are willing to switch. Again, we'll just check and see.
Little effects trying to be sorted there. Cam found a new brake boost there, thanks to the commentary. No worries, Cam. That's what I'm here for, fella. But anytime you go over them curbs, it is certainly in practice worth seeing which curbs you're able to brake boost over, Cam. With DMS and all these newer cars. Hello, Jake, your boy, my man. I hope you're doing very well, fella. I know I am. In the chat with a good A Fox.
Rescue's odds at 5-1. I'll take that any day.
Hello, Lana, as well. Start off. There we go. We are on to Sweater Paradise, so we are going to be looking at the times around and below the 2-minute mark. Faster guys will be below that time. And we will
you
see
can get the helicopter
above.
spectator view also, I think.
I don't think I can.
There's a chopper flying overhead.
No, it doesn't let me.
No. Some of them races are really good with that view.
Yeah, you go to you've used the middle button to get there, but it wasn't letting me go on it. Someone took the Sacro. Struggle. There's a Feltzer. It looked like there is an Asacro Askew is in it. Okay. He's backing left. Second place.
Count for this race.
Yeah, sometimes it lets me sit in the helicopter though with the middle button as like one of the extra camera angles, Chrono. I think that's what Captain was suggesting there, but it wasn't giving me the option there.
Yeah.
yeah, the helicopters come in once there's a spectator in the lobby. Rizzo runs a little bit wide. He had to feather the throttle a little bit more than he'd have liked to get himself away from them boxes, and that did allow Rezkio to come back on through in the Feltzer. Takes a little bit of the wall bash and heads up, chasing down Mr. Ao Debido. Rezkio, knowing he's able to cut that checkpoint a lot, goes flying through. He got it, but he just clipped one of the pillars.
Crashed.
Yeah, he clipped one of the pillars and spun out.
Unlucky Riz.
And we've got Rezkio battling with Ao. Eases lovely up the hill, gets his braking point, lovely to keep full traction with the track. Eases round the corner, past the pole, nice and clean. Full speed up the hill, big dab of the brakes, clip of the curb. You just see him on the mini-map, easing away from Mr. Debido. Debido catching a nice brake boost. Rezkio though with the second and pulling away again. Really nice track this is, good flow to it. Clipping a little bit of the curb, trying to widen the corner to see if there's anywhere you can try and close up on the Feltzer. In control of the young French man, Rezkio. Rez has a 55 in this, good luck to anyone catching up. You can see just clipping the curbs lovely and aggressively. You can see him managing that boost, clipping that little corner curb as well. Bit of a mistake, I'm guessing there, a crash from Captain. Coming over the curbs. Just managing the car absolutely beautifully, easing away everywhere he can from Debido. No offence at all to Debido, putting in a really clean drive behind, just Rezkio putting down that extra bit of experience and track knowledge to good effect. First lap was a 2:30, so that would be a 2:07 from Rezkio. Got 55.2 in the Jester last night, definitely won't repeat that tonight. You shouldn't need to really get too close to that. Like I say, Luke, just take the pressure off and let yourself settle into your pace. Don't stress. Nice, flings the car around the corner. Carries the speed. Rezkio goes. Oh, Ao Debido just clips the lamppost. That is maybe going to see Ashfar and Cam Hodge close the gap up here. Ashfar right up behind. We've seen Rezkio bring that down to a 1:57.342. And no, Luke, you know that lobbies do feel different with people in them and doing it alone, and they can also add a little bit of lag if I swap onto you at the wrong moments and stuff. Crash every lap yesterday, I would have gotten a 58, 57, nice chrono. That should nicely see you in the top like 5 positions, I should expect. Debido's got himself back up to full speed. He's just easing back away from Ashfar behind the 2:02.222 to the 1:57.435 from Ashfar. Ashfar only that 0.1 away from Rezkio, but we would have seen Ao Debido. Yep, can definitely increase a bit, but that's what you need to manage a little bit yourself. You need to try and focus the best you can on your own car and your own mindset. You can't be worrying about what other people are doing. You've just got to try and apply your pace. It's all you can do in an actual racing situation. Got a little bit lucky carrying the pace. We are going to swap back to Ashfar. Little slide into the corner code, a little bit too much speed into the entry. Catches this one perfect, just easing up over the crest of the hill. Absolutely lovely. Hello, Georgie boy fella. takes full speed round the corner, maybe an ever so slight dab off at the throttle. Again, we can just see Debido beginning to pull away. Good brake boosting from Ashafar. Collects both of them from what I saw. A puff of smoke. Hello, Lebo. Been a while, fella. I'm very well, thanks, my man. There's my helicopter up above. Ashafar flings himself round the corner. Rescue 56.280. Really nice stuff, Ashafar. That was a rough bounce on landing there. Saw him into the pole. Should be able to keep position just about here over Cam. Gets the car back up to speed with a bit of curb boosting. Good brake boost after the corner exit. We'll go sit with Rescue for the final little bit. I believe it is the final lap. Little tap of the horn as a hello from Rescue. Hello, fella. Pulls himself around and through, misses his wall back on this careful, slightly more careful lap. Another hello from Rescue. Oh, he missed his braking point. Couldn't cut round the inside. He's just going to give us a bit of a show lap. Eases on through. He knows he's got the time advantage. He's got the best lap by a long way. Got a good chunk of time. He's just able to ease himself through. Bit of a victory half lap from Rescue. Socks, if you spectate me and Bronson, I might do a shortcut that adds you 0 seconds, so don't spectate me.
Is that Chrono?
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
Doing good, but someone is doing a little better and takes over. You gonna get the okay now? I need to have everything to take over again and do some risky plays. That is true sometimes, but that's what I mean about managing your mentality. Like for this week and next week, the important thing is qualification. And then and Cap, if you know what I'm talking about, specify it. Reveal it, Captain.
Okay.
Nah, you need to try and find something to change that, Alaba. You can't let things not be fun, lad. It's what we play the computer for. We do sometimes need a little break, though, to make sure that we can continue enjoying it. That is for sure. And Luke's like, yeah, share the secrets, please. Come on, man. Chrono's like, nah, no one knows how to do it, man. I got this shit.
It's not a major shortcut at all. If anything. And I've never done it. Chrono said about it a while back, but I've never seen him do it, I don't think. But again, it could be to your own detriment, my friend, so...
And Luke, you're in lobby 4, right? I'll try and make sure to catch him doing it in lobby 3. Because he swapped with Ty, you know? He won't mind revealing the secrets to the last lobby. So if you want to spot that shortcut later, make sure you tune in to lobby 3, Chrono Dimension. Track was it? He said, make sure I get the right track and everything. Bronson, alright.
I don't.
Only if that's the line. I was just gonna spectate you, and if you went for it, you go for it. If you don't, you don't, Chrono. There's no force on you actually going for the cut if it's risky and shit, lad. Don't you be costing yourself points you can get on a rally track and shit, you know what I mean? It's exactly like I've been advising my stunters, like, don't be taking big risks unless you really, really need to. Because, like, you should be finishing quite high up the list anyway. Exactly, Chrono. Now that's on you, but I want to flex. And imagine a 45 Rezkio saying, "Oh, he's got his fast Sonic boots on." Yeah, I made it last weekend, Saturday. Thank you very much, my man. Slowly creeping up.
Who the hell's in the wrong car again?
Maybe they're not here. Pull up the leaderboard as soon as I can. No, everybody's written you not to.
It looked like he was in some weird version of it. So, Askew Race 4 was no points because he was in the Massacro.
Yep.
If he scored any, I'm not sure, but no points.
No, everybody likes what they like, Lana. Like it's why Captain's hosting this tournament as a mixed one, to get people to do a bit of everything. And like with there being a bit of money on, well, quite a bit of money on the line for like 10th to 1st, then it is quite beneficial to them to get involved in it. Take the pressure off. We will go sit with. We'll stay with Captain for now. It's really close up behind the top 4 there, closing in as well on Rizzup with that little bit of a rough wall bash by himself. Captain clips a little bit of extra bump boost as well. Start easing on to the back of Afterfart and Cam Hodge ahead. Rezkio has begun to ease away already, as we know he is likely to do. Corner, nice and tidy. Rizza very unluckily clips that inside prop on the second portion of the corner. And yeah, exactly as Chrono says, the Calico is likely the best one. Jester RR can give it a run for the money on some of the tracks, but it's just got such better acceleration and stuff. A little bit dodgy through corners, you'll have to get used to it, it's a bit unique. But it is a good little car. Not so usable on stunts, any of them. But we'll be able to have a bit of fun with stuff like that in the future. And yeah, Warrener, definitely the least racy, I believe.
Yeah.
Behind Captain a little bit as Captain battles with Cam Hodge, trying to get back level, or up to level with Ashfar, as we see Rezko already through the chicane ahead, heading up the hill. But the Calico appears to be like on pace with the Pariah and that sort of stuff, Albo. And the Dominator GT is actually quite competitive as well. That is the new fastest muscle car. Not necessarily on the stunt tracks, but yeah, overall. Nice and tidy through the corner. We will see where things lie a bit further back. It looks like we are in the best place at the moment still, really. We've got Cam Hodge trying to close the gap up. We've got Captain just trying to race here a little bit with Ashafar. Keep him hot on his toes. Hello, let's go. Who's the box? Lovely through the corner. There's Kyoto, just continues to maintain his lead. It has shortened up, and there's been a big accident. He clearly caught part of the car, flipped the car. Now, depending what lap we're on, we may see Rezkio not have enough time to come back. But we'll certainly see him gain some time, and in frustration he lashes out at the track and smashes down the last for sale sign there. Just lashing out at it and just destroying the props on the track. A little joke there, making Captain laugh and spinning him out. Rezkio now pushing really hard. You can see closing the gap through the chicane on Cam Hodge.
Here comes the 45.
That pressure, nice and narrow past the tree. He's pushing good and hard here. Feathers the throttle ever so slightly to make sure it gets around the corner good and clean. Tiny brush against that prop there. He's just clipping the bumps on the left side of the track. Clean stuff. The 1:48.827 is best lap from Ashafar. Just letting the front end touchdown first, limiting any chance of any brake cuts through the bush on the corner, and again on the second and just smashes into the yellow wall. He's right on the back of Cam Hodge now. Rezkio's put himself in a decent attempted place to try and nab a first back away from Ashafar. Ashafar has had good traction downhill, giving himself a good advantage after the hairpins. Rez is back up into second place.
Oh, big slide out from Dreamer there. Fifth down.
Doesn't tilt the car aggressively this time over the hill. Looks like Ashafar potentially is going to hold. Depends how clean they both get this section. It's looking close. It's not quite. Oh, there's another lap. I wasn't sure. It's at 1:46.2 from Rezkio. That's Chrono happy. He's not disappointed. He said he wanted the 46. I'm sure that is what this is, the track, and 46 he wanted.
Yeah.
Rezkio's after that 45, so he's pushing good and hard. Got Ashafar clear in line, a little bit wider past the tree, just making sure no silly mistakes. While he's got another racer in sight. Narrow around the last part of the hairpin has allowed Ashafar ever so lightly to pull away after the exit. Oh, it's a 45 you wanted. All right, I apologise for that, Chrono. Your disappointment still stands at the moment. Cuts through the bush, nice and clean, and again through the bush, and he flies on through. Ashafar hits the brakes, and Rezkio takes all the risk, just hitting the wall at full pace, and lets it do the turning for him. Goes on down the hill. We're just going to stick with it. We don't want to do any late swapping. Because even I got a 46 next decent Chrono. Chrono, like I said, mate, when you were saying you were slow last week, you're not slow. Just these guys are a bit broken. It's like they put a cheat code. Their mum or dad put a cheat code on them. Big slide from Rezkio. Ashafar is closing. It's not going to be enough though for Ashafar. Not if there'd have been another 100 metres or so on the track. Maybe he was closing in quick. Rezkio again takes the win. 1:46.252 sees Chrono Dimensions disappointment stand in your Rezkio. And Rezkio, you didn't have faith in yourself. Who did you bet on? I'm guessing Ashafar maybe. He was racing nice and close with you. 46 and the dream wasn't made. GG Rezkio from Lana. New best at least. Nice stuff, Cam. Third place. Really not bad, lad. Really not bad. And Lana, Marty will be exaggerating your name because he's a bit of a simp. Or Esco. I'm only joking, Esco. Got Resco having stretched his lead out to 20 points at the top of the leaderboard. We're going to be heading on to the 5th track. Hey, have a nice visit with your Aunt Alamo. There'll be plenty of streams later on if you're around as well. And Cam, you just need to, again, like I say, about when like you're racing people that are a bit quicker and stuff, is you just can't let what people are doing around you and their times affect your feeling. You just need to get like as close to improving or being on your pace as you possibly can be. And if you're learning from Jack, don't even lie. Let's go. I ain't no simp. Hey, and he's only being polite. He didn't say, you know. He's only saying hey to your aunt there. And maybe it was with a winky smiley face, you know. Yeah, that's the outfit I want, Chrono. Like, there are a couple of ways to farm it, but it's still a bit of a slow process, like 10 levels a day. Like, Captain was saying about sitting in the time trial, do all the checkpoints except the last one. Yeah, there's a few race outfits, critics, that are locked with the rep. There's a little clothes shop in the thingy with all the new race outfits in the LS meat place. And nice, Chrono, level 41 already, you sweaty boy. I'm only like level 20, level 17 or something. Not been on a 2-2 match through the week. Everybody in the correct car now. I wonder if we're going to see the corner skipping to the extent I found on this track.
Oh yes, we will. Watch this kill. He'll break the sign down probably.
Yeah, that was what I found.
Yeah,
when
there we go.
wasn't there, they both threw it. There it is. I think that's what the official might have been saying was a bit dirty to Third House.
Yeah, I saw it the other day. I couldn't stop it. It just, yeah.
No, there's nothing you can do, unfortunately. Like, the creator should have maybe put a tyre barrier there or something. Askew's just run wide of the checkpoint. I don't think he's noticed yet, and he is carrying on. Askew's not going to be happy once he does figure that out. He's taken over a position, and that's where he realises as he looks down at the position counter and realises it doesn't move down. Big oof in chat, ladies and gentlemen. I don't, you know me, I don't like to call the races out. A very unlucky moment there. It's just the fact that we were there spectating and we knew he didn't.
I can just hear him now. Fuck this fucking game.
I think that made some. Oh no, it was a bit of lag. Rescues popped back ahead. I thought he'd maybe burst out into laughter and just driven into a straight line into a wall there. But he is through. Rizza to Ashafar in between the two of them. F's in chat coming in.
Cam Hodge had a little mishap. Something happened. He dropped a position.
Rizza pushing really nice and tidy through the chicane, clipping the curbs where he can. Couple of dabs of the brake, little slide, brings himself through the broken down barrier.
Askew's had enough.
Yeah, he's dropped out.
Yeah. If Askew does not return, then I
Yeah,
am not
is that, well,
sure.
that might be worth having a conversation with him about whether he wants to take part next week and having 2 wild cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Because then that's people that are up for fully participating and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And that, like, that's only if he doesn't want to. I'm not saying he won't want to, but
No, he was hit and miss whether he was going to make it this
yeah,
week. And I think next week he definitely won't be able to,
yeah,
from
I
what I was
believe
hearing. That's yeah,
that's what
that's
we
why he
do
was not
believe.
going to
That was
make
a
it
bit of a
this week.
rage
Yeah,
quit there, Chrono. I was just thinking of the options because there are a couple of sweaty lobbies later, and with this one being a bit like everybody qualifies from this lobby. So with the points he's already raked in, technically got enough points to qualify from this lobby, but it might be worth having a little chat and figuring that out. So we get an extra spot for another 10th place finish. We've got Rezkio down with a 47.859 as Rizza just comes off the barrier a
Riz.
little hard. That does allow Captain and Ashafar past. Captain will be giving that position back up. So as long as he can stay ahead of Dream, he will be seeing himself getting a good 10 points. Let's go choke spinner for me tonight, please. I'm at LOL 27. What?
Level 27 rep, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah, level. It's just because the LOL threw me off there. I was like, what? LOL? Where's that coming from? Lucky Rizza, I will swap on over, mate. Let you settle in, lad. Go sit with Rezkio. Dabbing, that's Drake, nice and tidy, bringing himself through that smashed up sign really cleanly. Best lap is with Ashafar, the 47.718, pinching another one away from Rezkio as things stand. We'll see Rezkio improve. Well, I'm pretty sure your PB is better than me on spinner, and I wouldn't quite say I'm doo-doo. I'm not good, but I'm not bad. Clean from Rezkio, barely brushing against that white wall that we did see Rizza have a bit of an issue with. Just came up against it a bit heavy. Lovely little double or triple tap of the brake there from Rizza. From Rezkio about the halfway point off the corner. Big brakes and then he cuts right across the corner. You see that, Luke? You see that, Luke? Just bringing that up because we did joke about the line from Chrono earlier. Didn't see any lap improvement there. It is going to see Ashfar keep the best lap. Ashfar is going to take 2nd place. And so only 10 seconds off pace. Ooh. 35. Chrono, to be fair, that it should see you not too far down the leaderboards behind the stunt guys. Like, I'm literally stuck at a 33, 32 on that track. I hate spinner. It's one of my least favourite. That and Green Machine, I'd say, are my slowest 2 tracks. Both the 8 tracks. Fucking sucky car with tubes. Yeah, so you are, yeah, like I thought, Lonnie, your PB's better than mine, so you're not slow at all. That's much better than doo-doo. And Chrono, just honestly, lad, is for any of the tracks that come up in this tournament, type in, start with Marine Jack, just because his channel will come up first, sort of thing, and then you'll start getting links to some of the other records and all that sort of stuff. Or just type in the world record for that track. Like, all of the guys in Stunt share their stuff. have a little look at the laps, grab a couple of the lines, and it should see you're not too far off the stunt guys. You're not a slow lad at all.
Alright, we're going to fairly move through these next few races so I can get into the next lobby
Yep.
later. Again, with this lobby, it's already set and done already.
We are down to the last 4 races. Until you don't really have a PB, it's crashed every lap of practice. Yeah, if they are, like, if you push a bit too hard, then barriers are very bad for crashing. And then the cuts make it quite hard. But there are, like, look up a guy called Deadly Viper as well for some of the cuts, Chrono, because he does slightly adjusted versions of them that are a bit easier, but they've not got as much risk, but they still gain you a big time over the standard line. But yeah, that's the same as all racing escort. Once you're on pace, it becomes exciting once you're battling with people and all that sort of stuff. Until that point, it's a bit of a grind and a slog trying to catch up or reach your level. Let's go nice and tidy through the corner, gaining the pace over the curves, just feathering ever so lightly around the midpoint of the corner to pull ahead nicely by about half a card length of Ashafar. Ashafar did get a little bit more curb boost down the straight, gaining a little bit of that lost time back. I'm going to settle back in just a touch, sit with Ashafar just so we can see the top two nice and clean. Looping through the tube, not a line that Mr. Seymour builds in chat would be happy with himself. He likes to pull up quite high and flick back down and across for the transition onto the boost line. Feathers the throttle, takes the car down the gear, manages the pace nicely through. Riskio has the lead, he does hit the brakes, he's going through risk here ahead of Ashafar. Like he's got the pace, he's over good and clean now. He's going to see him gain a bit of a time advantage. It's not too big of a gain, and certainly as he had the lead, was it really worth going for? He's onto the sidewall, nice and high, wheelies down the bank. Blue gets across the cut. Lovely. Ashafar 2 pulls into the tube, good and clean. We've got Rizza in third place, managing the cut lovely behind as well.
I've done it again. I hate stunts. I'm not giving up.
No.
I'm going to try and fucking do this already, Joe. I'm fly like an eagle. Shit.
Balls through the corner, really clean over the curbs after the boost. That was Captain in the background getting a little frustrated by the stunt track.
I don't hate stunts. Stunts hate me.
Okay, brake boosting along the straight. Riskio ahead by around 4 seconds. Just over the 2:30.666 is the time we'd be looking at to the 2:34.490. 36 back to Cam. There was a bit of a mistake from Rizza, sees himself back at the 3:21 there. 1, 2, 3. Stunts just separating the races out. the boost line, clipping the curb on it, so you will shift forward, ready to go for the final lap should things stay as they are. Get any battles developed, we will stick with it, but everybody is quite separated out to me as well. See the clean lines, the race at 07 is on in the city, still escort. What is the race in the city or 7 still on? Oh God, I'll have to go look at that. I've been biting my tongue on saying anything to Turbo Crow. See that tilt of the car, little brake boost over the corner curb, or it looked like it. Saw that puff of smoke come off the back of the V8. It's onto that wall for the tube to them. This kid looks like he is up and over, nice and clean. He's had to respawn. I thought he'd made it up and over, and that is Ashafar up into first. Racekio's giving himself a lot of work to do on the last lap, but he has got the points advantage in the playlist. We will swap back to Racekio. I just want to make sure he's up and over the jump before I do. Back into second place, he's up and over, nice and clean. It's what we said we'd do, and it just, well, give him that extra encouragement to push nice and hard, try and close the gap up. He's got a long gap to close up. It's around 14 seconds. He'll have a little bit of time, so maybe around 10 seconds to gain.
Wow!
Let's get carrying the pace through tube, pulls up around his loop and back onto the boost line. Ashafar with that best lap, the 31.522. Favours the throttle as he pulls himself around the corner, good and clean. He's going to be hitting his brakes. Easy up and over. Clips over the jump. That will have shortened some of the gap back. Ashfar just headed up and over on to the banked platform. Rescue
10 seconds.
His throttle. I don't think Rescue's quite got enough time to close it in unless there's a mistake from Asher. He's taking everything really nice and clean. He's giving himself the best chance to do it. If that mistake does come. No, I'm not so good with managing boosts and stuff, unfortunately, Lana. But I'll have another little look at it after this and see if I can spot anything. Nice and clean. You should see an improvement on the best lap. Ashfar across the line in first. See the 2:30.559 from Resco. We feel a little off pace with that, I'm guessing. I've seen him hit 29s and below. He'll be a slight bit disappointed he hasn't got first place, but he'll be happy that he's still first in the playlist. No, the only advice I can give to the guys that are struggling with stunts in the future is, like I said to Chrono, have a little look up of some of the guidelines and stuff. All of them share it on YouTube. If you type in the track name with the world record, you'll at least be getting somewhere close to the current world record time, sort of thing, offered up to you. Just jump onto the end of the respawn. Yeah, done that plenty of times. Chrono, yeah, unfortunately, that is the way it happens. We are going to have a little chat with your captain is going to be having a chat with Askew.
I think also Krusty.
And they will potentially be 2 extra wildcard positions that open up for the later, sweatier lobbies, basically, because they're going to be the ones that are a bit hotter in that 10th spot, 11th spot. So we are, like, captain's going to have a word with the guys that are maybe a little bit less interested as it gets more competitive and stuff.
Yeah, Krusty was a reserve anyways for today, so...
Like if Colin doesn't show up at all, like, he's out. Like, if there's no space in the other lobbies, Colin's out as well, Chrono.
Yeah,
so there is that taken into... There is that taken into consideration as well. We'll be losing somebody relatively quick as well. But we are, like I say, trying to find a way to balance it out for later, so a couple of the other faster competitive guys are able to get through. We are on to the Euro Speedway. We'll be looking for times around 1:30 and below. We'll be again seeing sometimes below or above. Hello, let's go. Hello, Fallen. How you going, fella? And a massive thank you to everybody for tuning in. The lobbies will be getting hotter throughout the day and evening. You go in, let's go.
Not too bad, not too bad. I'm gonna let this blast away, but I'll just talk when I... It's alright. Yeah, this guy said he doesn't have his car lowered on spinning around for some reason. I just knew it. Like, you need your car lowered there, like.
So it was captain initially. There's it. Managing his pace, taking the corner a little bit tighter there, then captain just takes position. Cam Hodge is pushing hard to get back onto the back end of Rizkio, pushed a little bit too hard into the entry. Had to feather that throttle a little bit more through the exit. Good, clean stuff. Rizkio again, heavy off the wall. That has allowed captain to gain with a lovely clean line. Takes position over Cam. Brake boosting down the hill from Rizza and Rizkio. Rizkio gaining time on the... Nice stuff, Luke. Was stuck on a 50 on Bronson, watched one lap with Rez, thingy, and he's got himself a 47.
That's literally what happened to me.
Nice improvements, fellas, nice improvements.
I got 47 flat, like literally 0.3, like 0.03 or something. I was raging. I landed at the 46.
I know from the light conversation with Luke that he's a little bit less confident on the rally. It's nice times, Luke.
Yeah, no, 47's nice. Like,
he just finds it a little bit trickier than the other stuff just because the surfaces, you have to learn the surfaces as well as the car on the surface.
Yeah, yeah, that's another thing, because I've never drove the car before in my life, so that struggled me a wee bit. But as soon, like Luke says, as soon as I seen Rizkio's video, man, that was it. Like, it
a little bit later on the brakes, closing the gap down on Ashafar, but Rizkio, you can see the advantage he's gaining. A big dash against the wall. Using it as well. Going and chasing the brake boost. I need to call it AO Debido just behind. Chasing the extra carbs though, closing the gap in. Wide on the exit though is going to cost and shred that exit speed. He's aggressive on the curbs though. Gains position. Nice drive by Debido. We've seen Rizzo with a big slide, spinning out, losing few positions. He just keep top of 5 as things stand. I haven't too much sweat on. Nice from Captain pulling himself through that chicane. Really nice and tidy. Just going to ease on forward to Debido here. Keep our eye on Rizzo as well. It does allow Captain to be able to pull over as he does do at some point. I'm not sure which lap we're on.
1.5 to go. 1.5.
No. Debido, good and clean, little dab of the brakes he pulls through, it allows him to go really nice and clean through that section. Ashford though took a nice clean wall smash and did gain a touch of time, really not too much though, a couple of tenths maybe. Again just really nice and smooth with the curb boosting, keeping the revs nice and high. Easy through the corner, really cleanly, wide on the entry into the chicane, into this extended like 3 corner. Squared off air pits and he's closing a little bit on asphalt, trying to pace the 127.722 from Rizzo, best lap. A little bit of extra speed he's able to get out of himself, manage that throttle that a little bit more cleanly.
Krusty's in his hot ring car.
Yeah, he stayed on the
he
side of the road.
He couldn't get to his Massacro, bro. He's got 40 something hot rings. Oh, little crash from somebody. Lost the back end, did they?
Is that maybe Dreamer? They're just ahead of you.
Yeah, it must have been somebody on the little mini-map. Blue dot stopped.
It may have been a bit of lag on Rizzo occasionally. Very rarely he's like stopping and lagging back a bit, and then he snaps back forward into his position. Other than that though, he's not lagging at all.
It's
just a bit of...
That's who it was.
Yeah.
He has bad connection.
Yeah, he connects from Australia, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Jake's is a bit shaky from time to time. Clean through the corner, a little bash of the wall. You can see the other guys down the line on the inside of the curb, the inside of the track, sorry. Debido takes the outside line. Rizzo again, 127.195 is the best lap. Ashford does bring it down to the 0.806.
I have reading that right on. I'm trying to figure out them times he sent me, but
What are the best tyres for hot ring races? It just seems to be the same falling off-road tyres really for racing, but it isn't as beneficial. But yeah, they give you a bit better curb boost effect and stuff like that.
was that track Euro Speedway or is that what that was?
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that was the only track I haven't practiced.
It's not too much of a difficult one. Give it 10 laps Esco, and you won't be too far off the pace, really.
Yeah. I mean, them times that you sent me, I've got like 4 or 5 of them, so I'm more than happy with what I've done.
Nice. Hello, evening. How you going, fella? We will be looking for times down to 1:35, maybe a little lower. Then we'll see maybe quite a big range a bit further up. Tough, tricky track. I remember this from the Pros VRCRH.
Yeah.
Well, so I was very happy. In fact, I got myself to a 1:58. Was it 1:58? 1:38. It was, yeah, 1:38 on that track. Yeah. There was another track that was a 1:58 I was happy with. Etsy, maybe.
Yeah, that's the Sweeter Paradise one.
Yeah, I'd got 150. I'd had 1:57 on .exe.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't do that again. And then I was stuck at 58s and 59s.
I have 58 on that Sweeter Paradise, man. That's kind of a difficult track to be good at. Like, it's quite long, so.
It's sweaty.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's any wonder how they feel on spinner because it's very long. My hardest track in this playlist is definitely that Club GP. It is so hard for some reason.
You might want to go back and have a little look at the stream.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I think that's why it was hard, because I wasn't, like, I have to create all my own lines here, man. You know, like, I'm not.
That's what I mean. You can grab some of the lines and cut and smash through the barrier and shit.
I mean, I got 50. I keep getting 58s last night, but then I seen the or 48.
Nice start. Seen Cam Hodge off the tree early, I believe. Joe up into first for a moment as Ashley manages to throttle really nicely and pulls himself back up. Joe really clean, pulls about level as Ashley gets the second corner right there. Ashley chasing brake boost that I didn't realise existed. And he does pop by Rescue through that chicane. Initially, Rescue though carried the speed down the hill really rapid. Game. It's about for third here, developing. We've got Rizza just behind Ashafar. Really managing the revs nicely. Ashafar takes it a little bit more narrow. Gains a good couple of tenths there over Rescue. Pulls through the corner. Oh, he got that nice and tight, just using that prop to straighten the car up. Good brake boosting as he begins to just ease away at the moment from Rithko. Good corner, shortens the gap up though. I don't want to see anybody swinging to that shortcut. You can't do it here. I was on the wrong road as well.
These guys are sweats, man.
Stuff we've seen the first lap 2:08. That'd be a 2:38.902 from Ashford. They're in. That's right. You can hear the dead revs as he pulls the cart through the corner. Again, slight dipping of the rev note. This corner, nice, a full pace. Clipping as much curb as he can. He's just easing away from Rescue. Bit of a slide into the chicane setup. But he's got it good and tidy. Gaining and holding his lead over Rescue. Did look like he took the prop on to just before the entry of that last corner and didn't allow Rescue to close up. But Ashford managing it really nice.
Is that him doing the analog or you doing the analog?
I'm pulling the camera around every now and then just to see how far behind Rezkio is on the map.
No, that's alright. This one.
And see if he's gaining at any points and stuff like that. No, it doesn't show any of your guys' camera inputs.
I kind of thought if he was racing and doing the analog, the guy's fucking crazy.
You're like, fuck me, he's properly whipping it round. Rezkio really closed up into that corner though. You don't need to swing the camera around anymore to see where he is. But it does just fall back a little touch there. Really clean, missing that red and white candy striped barrier as Rezkio unfortunately came a cropper, hitting a tree.
Rookie.
Has given Ashafar the lead. He was really gaining the 135.814 from Ashafar to the 38.538 with that big crash and spin from Rezkio. So he really was keeping the pace there with Ashafar.
Right enough, how do you die in a street race?
Fucking no idea, because he didn't. I don't think he blowed up. Well, he must have blown up.
Maybe he drove straight into the garage somewhere. I know I've done it when I've got frustrated, just gone fuck it, respawn and blow up again. Straight into the gas pump. I'll pull in the Zentorno, or as one of my earlier subscribers did say, if there's any porno. I do wish that dude was still around.
Nice battle here with IOWDO and Dreamer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop back.
Last little bit of action if you want to see it.
Yeah, it's all set for Ashafar. Straight down the corner, making it look good. Comes up level with a Dreamer. Catches a great boost. Like it was just the left tire though. Eases through the corner, back on the power.
Oh!
Stuff unfortunately just comes off that
side
trot.
Last lap. It was a nice little race, but I've got to pull over anyway, so.
Yeah. Debido looks as though he has just popped ahead of Dreamer in the final couple of corners. Dreamer's got it back, rolling across the line. Dreamer takes 5th place.
Nice.
So it's Ashafar 134.940. Really nice lap there. 8.183 from Rezkio. Didn't manage to improve. 36.306 from our top 3. Cam Hodge 140.7, a little bit off pace, but he does get into the top 5. Nice and clean stuff. Dreamer did just break in to the under 40s with 39.772.
Sorry.
Big hiccup from the Irish boy. Letting the leprechaun out, are you, Esco?
I don't even know what was coming. Just
did sound like it shocked you, I'm not going to lie.
It did. I was drunk coke last night for the first time in a long, long time.
Yeah, very nice.
Happens, lad. Very, very top stuff.
134.9 was it from Ashafar there?
Yeah.
That's a nice lap.
Yeah, let's just keep that lap going through to the next round, Foxy. Keep that on notes, then we can compare with the other boys coming up. Non-contact, Rebel Rally. I'm going to cut this down a lap because the lobby is half the size it should be, really.
And
everyone's made it, and the next qualifier's coming up.
So I mean, what does that change anything for our lobbies later then, or?
There's going to be extra wild cards, maybe. There's definitely one. There might be 2 or 3. So there'll be like an extra spot available.
I'm going to speak
qualification.
Speak to Gay Robot or somebody after this and just see what they're saying, and speak to Krusty and ask you. So currently, Ferdos is going into quarterfinal 3. There'll definitely be an extra space available there to go through, and Goot Noodle is in quarterfinal 4, but there was already 1 or 2 missing from that originally, so it still might be 9, and it'll go to the highest point scorer throughout the rest of them. It
Yeah.
won't be designated just to that quarter-final. It will go for the whole competition
Yeah.
for people.
Mm.
But again, anything can happen, and like we've seen, some people who haven't told me already they can't make it haven't made it today, so we'll see. I bet on myself in stupidity. What the fuck?
Well, I grounded my ass off anyway, so no matter what, I know I'm gonna do half decent, so...
I'm going to try and stick with res as long as I can.
I had a wee bit of trouble with this one last night. I did.
Yeah, this can be a bit tricky from what I saw.
What, it's 120 something, isn't it? 129, 128?
129, 128, yeah.
30s and 31s will be fine.
I got a 30, I'm pretty sure I did get a 30, like, very low 30s. So. As soon as I got that, I went straight to bed.
Starting in reverse.
Going backwards.
Through corner, nice and tidy. You can see Redkio with that wall bash takes a strong lead early on. Captain not too far behind. Ashafar too. Rita did get a nice boost off that good little bit of curvy grab. He pulls himself on and around the corner. Ao Debedo just up his ass. He's pulling himself through the corner nice and tidy. Begins to pull back away onto the back of Captain. Some good speed down the straight did old Rizza. Seemed to gain a little bit on the top two there. And platform, Captain takes it narrower and gains time, tighter corner, sorry.
Fox, that sounds good.
Yeah, smells good too. Coming on through, we saw the first lap, we're not quite there yet. Off that hillside, and he revs down the hill, onto the brakes, nice and heavy, pulls himself through the corner. It's into the second lap, a 2-minute 0.9 from Rezkio. That'd go down to 2:30, or 1:30, sorry, won't go higher.
Without start boost as well, that would have been 129 first lap. Beast. That's insane, man.
Well, it is 0.9, it might have been a lower 30, but a 1 second gain off the start boost quite a lot.
Still fair to my PB at his first lap.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not as much as you thought. It's alright, Esco. Don't make yourself feel bad just because you've seen Rezkio's time come in.
Go and flick onto him for a wee minute.
In a way. I will do on the last lap. I'll stick with this little fight for now.
Holy Christ. But it's just like Luke said, he was hitting 50s until he watched the video and then instantly hit the 47, so I know it's going to be like that. Like.
So going really nice and cleanly, again easing up that hill. Managing the revs as they come down the hill, just making sure I don't lose any traction. Black and white. Smashing every ball, using it to pull themselves through the corner. Do you do that, Esco? Smash into the wall there on that first corner?
No.
You should.
Yeah.
I noticed that you were smashing into the wall on the Bronson one as well, man. I wasn't even doing that. I got the 47, so...
Balls through 129.042 from Redkio. Really pushing nice. Oh, popped forward, have a little look as requested. Oh, nice. Bit of lag initially displayed a slide through the corner. That hooked pace. Nice. Edging that down. It's the brake. See that left front tyre just coming off. These little spec steelies we got on.
He is using neon lights, isn't he?
Yeah, there's one on the back. Can't see any on the side.
Inspect the shit out of that car.
Is there one on the side? Yeah, there's one on the side. Can't see the
check
front.
the front, can you?
No. I'm not really supposed to do that for you, Esco. I'm not allowed to do that for you.
So he's using full cage inside of his car, fully lowered off-road tires.
Don't say it all out loud after I just showed it you. Keep it to yourself. Shush. You'll get me in trouble. I shouldn't have done that.
That's what he gets for hiding it all, bro.
Sorry, Esco.
I thought that was him saying he was pissed off.
Honestly, just take a deep breath and see what you can do in this last race, lad. Just let it out. And Chrono's like, say it out loud, I don't mind. I don't mind getting some setup information.
Alright enough, I didn't expose any bumpers or anything, but I did notice that there was there was none.
There was none?
No.
Yeah, I told you that. He doesn't put bumpers on most of it.
The boy Chrono told me to put a bumper on. Yeah, the Izzy is bullshit, man. I do agree with him. Like, I know it's supposed to be a rally car, but like the Mark II was much better.
We are heading into the final race of this lobby. It won't be long before lobby 2.
Pre-lobby will be open 10 minutes at 1:45.
From a horse's mouth, as they say. You heard it here first.
Okay.
Yeah, the Mark II is a lovely rally car.
Yeah. It's the Izzy acts like fucking... I don't know what it acts like, or it switches from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive sometimes, I feel like.
It's 4-wheel drive, isn't it?
Yeah, it has its moments, but...
Chrono's having a little wonder to himself if there's an Omnis/Tropos race next week.
He'll keep him wondering.
I am. That's what I was saying. He's wondering to himself there.
All will be revealed in 22 hours and 24 minutes, or less.
By 3 PM tomorrow. About a bit before.
Yeah, I think I was 1 PM last week, something like that.
Yeah.
Can races that's already been done, are they going to be repicked, or is it just always different?
It's always a one and done. You'll never do the same thing twice.
You see the final, man, it's going to come down to like downtown loop and double loop or something. For Rockstars, anyway.
Yeah.
All the best tracks have been done from Rockstar almost straight away.
Your favourites have been done in Spinner and Wall. Esco's favourite stunt tracks have been done, Captain.
Yeah, the ones that are easy. So don't think they're going to be easy the further we get into competition. They're going to be tracks that the stunters don't like, probably. But again, I'm not in charge of it. I do have my little words in the ear, but...
Well, see, to be honest, I don't mind, because if I struggle on them, I know for a fact that the street racers are going to struggle on the ones. So as long as the sprints, I don't think sprints are.
No, it's lap race. Yeah, lap races.
Yeah. As long as there's no sprints, I don't care.
And
that's only because of starting position.
Front two gaining back on Redkio here, passing initially by Ariza, a little bit heavier on the brakes though, to allow Ariza back on through.
I will, at the beginning of the next stream, I will have confirmation on the wild cards and how many.
Yep.
That's why I've just pushed the pre-lobby back 5 minutes to give me a time just to speak to a couple of people.
Yeah, lovely stuff. We'll have all of that information, wildcard situations for everybody. Chrono, if there is one, then everybody else will be in the Tropos while he rocks the Omnis. Right, he's on through the curves, nice and gently. Got Cam Hodge, not too far behind, he's in the mix. Good brake boost there from Ashafar, closing the gap up on this front two. A little bit deep into the corner from Cam, was maybe a bit of lag, he didn't seem to lose too much time there behind. Again, clips the brake boost nice and tidy, just on that little dip before the corner. Clipping the bumps, you can clip and you can hear that engine note rising. GT, classic, first into life. These guys are easy, nicely around the track, or thrash it around the track, to be honest, they're gunning it. We've seen a first lap of 2:08.10 or 1:70 from Rezkio to 2:08.759 from Ariza.
He's had a little bit of a...
Yeah, he's just falling
he's back here,
down to 5th place. Davido and Cam taking position over. You can see Rezkio up ahead, inching away, just hugely consistent. You can see that he goes into that corner a little bit late, but he pulls around the apex a lot tighter, able to get back on full power a little bit earlier. Nice stuff. Chrono saying he definitely couldn't make it to the next heat, so it's a good thing Tyrese accepted the switch.
Let's hope Tyrese actually makes it.
No, I imagine he will.
I hope he does.
Not heard from him.
No football today, Ty. Game on.
He'll have freed up his evening as well. He likes to play football till quite late at night with his mates.
Yeah.
So,
I remember that, mate. Just not coming in till it was literally you couldn't see the ball in front of your face anymore.
Even then, I'd go fucking sit on top of the basketball hoops and shit. Chatting to my mates. Mate.
Tan ass. Lose 10 goals for one keeper. Ball kicked at your ass. That was the game. Yeah. Only head is in the box.
3:5:2. Best lap from Rezkio so far. Flipping across the curves, really nice. Yeah, engine really ripping as it went down the hill. Couple of dabs of brakes pulling through the corner. Tidy as you like. We've got Cam. He's closed up a good chunk of ground.
Oh,
136.281. Brake boost and just seeing Ashafar ease away. We're going to see Rezkio across the line in first. Oh, sorry, Chrono, I didn't quite see that message until the end. Though, you're friends with Rezkio, send him a little message now. He's done. He's qualified. Do you know what I mean? He'd likely be a lot more willing to share now. But I do apologise for missing that, Chrono. I would have followed it, having given Esco a little glance at the last one. Got a little wrapped up in watching the laps. He's in the next one. He swapped with Chrono the other day. So he's up in 18 minutes, 22 minutes, Yeah, 18 minutes time. Jesus Christ, I can't do the English times apparently anymore. Anyone see if he uses the neons. Rescue, are you in chat, lad? GG's, mate. Congratulations on your first place in the playlist. And any chance you use neons on the Rapid GT Classic?
Take it that's a yes.
I'm asking him. I'm just asking him if he's in the chats.
What are you doing? Are you just, I know Captain's starting a new stream. What are you doing, folks? Are you still streaming? Or?
I'll be starting another one. I'll be ending this one and starting a new one.
Yeah, I'll be running a new one straight away.
That's right. Well,
Cam.
I'm going to go and see my mum for like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, my man.
I'll be back in this party, Foxy, in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to end my stream. Thank you, everybody, very much, man. And honestly, Cam, not a problem. That is what I do. And yeah, it's a pretty chill party here, Chrono. But that is it from me for the next 16 minutes. Oh, well, a bit less, 10 minutes. I'll be back in, well, at 5-2 with then a round 2 stream. Thank you all very much and goodbye for now. Good night, Cam. Sleep well, fella. And I'll see you next weekend, mate. Drugs are bad and gay.